So yeah, like from last week when we did the analysis, I said there were areas I pointed out that I'll be looking at price to get to before I will, you know, buy. Okay, I first pointed out this area. I said that this area, which is this zone here that the cursor is, I said it's not really a very good area to buy, that I won't be looking to buy from there. Even if price decides to start going up from there, I would want to trade break and retest of this area. So yeah, so price came, reacted of it. Pretty much this is another block that cost impulse, and there's even imbalance here. But because I'm having a lot of imbalance here too, so I believe that price will come for this. So yeah, so price struggled, came around. This trend line liquidity was taken out here, and price mitigated this zone. And this was a full spike. Although you could have been able to cash it, so let me show you. So on Friday, I didn't trade this gold. Why? I was already not too much into trading on Friday because I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was really good. And I was already like a bit saturated with trading. Like I didn't want to trade anymore. I was just hanging around. So if not, if I wanted to trade that Friday, although I wanted to trade GU, but GU didn't really give me good entry for. So that's Friday. Look at this is pretty much like a very nice setup that would have made me enter this trade like at the close of this or at the close of this. If I'm too late at the close of this, I should be buying gold. But yeah, look at what happened here. How I could have traded this guy. He came back, mitigated this area, like this massive rejection, showing us that there's a bullish pressure. This actually shows a bullish pressure. So as this guy did this, even if he didn't enter, and then look at, he came back again. Why? Because it took out a structure. This structure was broken with this. If you go to a lower, an even lower time frame, like maybe 3 months time frame. Hello, who is that? Meet yourself, please. So,
who is that?
yeah, look at, it's very clear here. It took out this was a structure that was taken out. So coming back to this other block which took it out, this could have been a very nice area to start buying from. I would just, what I would do here is that I will set my limit here, buy limit here, my stop loss here. And that's just it. As price comes into its trade. So that's how I would have taken the trade on Friday. But I wasn't really watching gold on Friday. I was only watching GU, and I wasn't really in that mood of trading. I woke up not feeling like trading though. It happens sometimes. So this is just it. And like I said, I was also looking at this area. If this area doesn't hold, this hold, but this held. So if you wanted to trade this, it's very unhealthy to take this trade now because even if it breaks above, you don't have to take it because this guy spiked up, and after such kind of spike, I expect a retracement, a very good retracement. So even if you want to buy this trade, would buy into the retracement, and retracing should even come down to this point because this area is no longer an area to look at for a trade. Why? Because you are creating liquidity. Well, once you have first touch and second touch, and the third touch will just be a liquidity for institutions to target. So it's pointless and meaningless to look for trade here. The only place you can look for buys is here, or after the retracement, probably gets here, coming back to this zone, we trade it as a breakout and not as, retracement. That's just it. So those are just the two ways we can trade gold for a buy. For a sell, like I said, just wait for gold to take out this area and you sell it. You can even start selling because of what you are seeing in the monthly time frame. You can start selling, take some profits there, break even around there, and hold it and watch if we are going to keep going down. It's gonna take time, but yeah, you can take advantage of that. So once gold takes out this other block here, should be looking to start selling it. So it's pretty much what you can do with gold.
Please, what is other block? What's the meaning of other block?
Other blocks just more like some sort of an opposite force that pushes the market to a particular direction. Let's say the market is in a bearish, is bearish. Then there comes a force that will come and push it towards maybe bullish. So that force that pushes it to bullish is called another. It's just kind of something that's representing incoming of bullish momentum or incoming of bearish momentum. So yeah, that's pretty much how I can explain it to you now. So that's it. Now looking at GU, I couldn't get my kind of entry for GU. I was waiting for it. I knew it was going to break. I told them on Thursday that I'm looking at GU breaking on Friday, this range, because it has been on this range for some time. But it didn't really give me my entry to, so this was the only trade I was willing to trade on Friday. All right. I wasn't willing to trade any other pair on Friday. It was only GU I was willing to trade.
Missed it.
But I didn't see my type of entry for GU. Right. I saw this was an order block that caused this massive impulse, but I needed a retest of it. Since I couldn't get a retest of it, I couldn't take the trade. That was just it. Yeah. And the guy kept going down. I knew it was because of the news. So yeah, it is what it is. Some aggressive traders would take it, but the best place that would have taken GU would have been here. This is actually the best area. If anyone that traded, I don't know what their entry criteria is, but anyone that traded GU on Friday probably held this from Thursday or so, because I don't think making entry around here, except you spotted this area as a flag or something. But everybody have different trading style though, because this area would have served as area that make them take this trade. So yeah, so for GU, we are still deciding a direction for GU. GU has not decided the direction. Like, for seriously, I want to be honest, this pair has not decided any direction. It's just roaming about. So, but you can still be trading it, zone to zone. The best way to trade a pair that has not decided direction is zone to zone. Just spot out some minor zones, draw them, trade zone to zone. That is just the best way to trade a pair that has not decided direction, like this guy now. If it gives a retest of this area, which I believe it will do as market opens, and then that retracement that is taking, you can come down to this point. That is just because it's going to get down to this point, because it has violated this area, so it's going to get down to this point because of this violation. This is the next area is going to act, since it couldn't act here. But anything that makes it retrace, then it's not going to go above this area. I don't think so. Normal price action. If it retraces from here, then it will start falling from here. That is just what's supposed to do as price action, except something else pushes it. But anything that makes it goes above this line, then it's going to start coming down from here down, because this was the last support area. It's going to come and take it as a resistance zone and drop. Meanwhile, that's the last area you see imbalance. For my students, you already know that, okay, there's no imbalance here. So the only imbalance you are seeing is here. So this guy does not have any need to go up. It's only going to come and fill up this imbalance and start dropping. That's the only thing that can happen. But at the same time, we can just retest this zone because it's a violated zone. It's now your breaker block. All right. So this guy is now a breaker block. Since it's now a breaker block, it's going to, bounce from it, test it and bounce from it and come down, which is something you should be looking out for to sell. So actually, GU, you can sell short term. That's what I'm looking at. There's nothing like a buy for now for GU, for what I'm seeing. If you want to buy GU, then you should wait for it to break above this. So then you can start buying. For now, it's sell. And I pretty much think GU will still fall. I don't know, but it might still fall because AU is already looking the same. In fact, AU is more like he's leading in the game of the pairs that will fall further. Because looking at it now, AU closed on a weekly time frame, it closed below. Yeah, I think yeah. Although this is more like a tweezer, this is not perfect though. So it's still a bullish pointer though. It's looking bullish, still a bullish pointer. But if this guy comes down and mitigates this area, then we are going to go down. For now, this is still a bullish pointer. After all, we have inverse head and shoulder. On the monthly time frame, we are having inverse head and shoulder for this guy, which is not yet complete though. Look at this price rejecting on this zone. And yeah, but if price mitigates this area, then it's going to fall. That's it. But for now, try to know how to trade zone to zone. It's very, very important because whenever the
Please,
market
what's the meaning of mitigation?
Mitigation is price filling up a gap that was left in the market. Or let's say an order that has not been taken, that is now taken as mitigation. Maybe you ordered for something and you have not seen somebody that ordered for, but your order is still there. So anybody that sells that thing that you ordered for passes by and sees your order and says, okay, this person wants to buy, and then gives you that thing that you want to buy. He has filled that order. That is mitigation.
Okay, so it happens at the weak point, right? Is that what it is?
Mitigation is mostly used by smart money traders because it actually has to do with the same order block that I told you that you asked about. So, because order block mitigation, like I said, somebody has an order, you come and fill it. That's just order block, that's order. If you want to know more, you can enroll to my my own mentorship. I don't know. But if you want to learn all of that concept, I'm out here.
Yes, so you are the boss.
Yes, sir. I want to learn, please.
You are the boss.
After the class, you can message my Telegram username is Big Tony on the platform. So, yeah, pretty much zone to zone trading is a very, I think I taught zone to zone to us the other time. I think that was the last class I taught for free for everyone from the mastery course.
Did you teach zone to zone? Did I miss it?
Zone to zone.
Did I miss it?
I don't know, but I thought it's the simple way that you can use it. Like how you don't have to start drawing all the levels, just draw one level because one level represents the previous levels. That was how I got it. And in fact, after teaching it that same week, we used it to trade GU. I don't know if you remember.
I must have missed that though.
Okay. We use it to trade GU. Zone to zone is very good. Like you can pretty much be on the strategy that you're using. Like, but it's best when you're using the entire time frame, like 4 hours and above, not lower time frame. So now for GU, AU, most of the dollar pairs, I would prefer to trade them zone to zone. Why? Because I'm not really certain what they want to do, most of them. So I would prefer to do them zone to zone. Instead of looking at trading retracements, I would trade zone to zone. USD card. Another pair that I'm looking at that the buy may want to eventually now start. You may want to break out eventually. That's what I'm seeing because we have a third touch on the trend line, a third bounce. If I should arrange this guy very well. So this is a first touch, this is second touch, this is third touch. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Pretty much, I am believing that yes, the card is going to pump up this week. It didn't get to it though. Well, yeah, it didn't get to it. But it's still at the zone. But this is trend line, not trend zone. So it didn't really get to it. It didn't really get to the trend line. But I'm looking at it based on what I can see from the monthly time frame. I'm looking at it eventually breaking out of this range because this is more like a range. So let's see the monthly time frame. Well. That's not true. This schematic is bearish. Does somebody agree with me?
Yes, I think it's falling. It's going to fall. It's going to break down on the other side.
Schematic is bearish.
It's bearish. It's a flag, a bearish flag.
Looking at this whole stuff and the way the structure is safe, it's looking too weak to go up safe.
Yeah, that's gonna drop.
It looks like a double top.
Yeah, a double top with massive pin safe. Look at this pin, rejecting this zone. And then we have this area, this other block, dropping all the way down. Now looking at a candle coming back up to this area. So if I thought that this guy is going to go up, it's going to completely mitigate this other block. That is the only way to come up. But it's not going, I don't think it will pass here. It will only just come, mitigate this other block and start falling. Like you said, it's more like a double top. This is, to me, this is a flag. Closing below it will trigger a sell. So it's it's looking very bearish, like very bearish.
I agree.
And when we go to this time frame now, the only way I would want to, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at buying this guy though, even though it's bearish. But for a short term, this is what I'm seeing that will make me buy it. I want to draw this other block. I want it to be taken out. Once this other block is taken out, that's a buy signal. This one. That's how I trade zone to zone now. And trading zone to zone on a higher time frame is very interesting because that will be a lot of pips, even though it might not move too much. Just from here to here. Like, I think that's a lot of pips. That's 196 pips. Even though you won't get up to, let's just say I will get approximately 150 pips from trading, holding from here to here. So I believe that once this guy takes out this area, the only area is going to react to is this area. So I think once this one is taken out, I am free to buy to this point and then wait for the sell to get ready because it's a sell. That's just what I'm going to be doing this week, except it start rejecting from this area, which is very possible. Then we'll start waiting for it to come and close below this flag, and then we'll start selling. Anybody agree? Oh, my battery.
Yeah. Oh, the battery is low. Oh my God.
I've plugged it.
Anthony, you're becoming an aggressive trader if you do that.
You say what?
Becoming an aggressive trader. Which I'm surprised.
Why do you say so?
It's unlike you to be an aggressive. I know.
Zotuzon is not being aggressive. Like,
or you would normally wait, be more patient. I know you. Well, so far that I've known you so far.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying
yeah, of course, I always wait.
Yeah, you always wait, which I find interesting. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying just my personal comment about you.
Always wait. This is higher time frame, so I just know that one candle on the higher time frame is a lot of move.
Yeah.
So all I have to work on is just the stop loss. Right. Get a better risk to reward. That's just it.
So for this side, if you were going to buy, what would your entry be?
Well, the beautiful thing is that I wouldn't trade it if it doesn't give me a very nice entry. So if it's a very good breakout, most times the breakout is going to provide the entry by making a retest, maybe on the 4-hourly time frame. Let's look at it. Once this guy trades above here, it's going to give me maybe a bearish candle, right? That is going to come maybe up to halfway this place and then continues. So once that happens, I'll use it as an order block. That bearish reversal, that little bearish candle is what I'll use as an order block. So further go to 15 minutes time frame and find entry. That's how I trade it. So yeah. 15 minutes will now serve as where I make my entry from. And probably my stop loss might be somewhere here or somewhere here. Doesn't really matter as long as I get at least 1 to 3 weeks to reward. Because I know if it breaks here, it's going to get to this point. I mean, it's daily candle. That guy normally comes with lots of momentum. So imagine daily candle breaking here and just. And remember, this also serves as double bottom, and this is another block that took out a zone. I mean, there's a lot of confluence that make you want to actually trade. You can always. What is what? Someone saying something. So normally.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, that's looking like the head and shoulder retesting a neckline, isn't it? on a lower time frame.
This one.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, and that is why I would want to break this thing that you are calling head and shoulder before I will buy.
But why would you want to buy if everything about it is looking bearish? Like, my question is, like, on a daily
According
time
to
frame.
you now, that's the thing. For every buy, there's a sell. For every sell, there's a buy. Now,
Yes.
if you have a good reason why you want to sell when the trend is a buy, then you can go ahead. If you have a good reason why you want to buy when the trend is a sell, then you can go ahead. The only thing is that you know that your target is not much because you know that the actual trend is a sell, but you are buying. So you are only targeting a particular area where you know that, okay, price is going to get to this place and it will react to it based on the fact that I'm actually trading against the overall trend. Yes, the overall trend is bearish, but there are things that happen in markets. Market respects areas. There are zones market have to go to. What causes retracement? Actually, what you are trading is retracement. So look at this is an order block. This order block has an imbalance. And this imbalance, assuming I don't have knowledge of top-down analysis to tell you the facts, I would have started buying from here. I would have started looking for buy from here. Why? Because this is an order block. As a smart money trader, this is another block. This is imbalance. This is the structure that was taken out. We took it out. It came back. It really doesn't matter the head and shoulder that's happening here. I would have started looking for buy from here and maybe take out some profit around here and wait for this guy to trade some to some. So the only thing is that don't you know that, or don't you think that if this area is taken out, this head and shoulder you are talking about is already
Invalidated.
So because I'm only going to buy when it is invalidated, I think I'm safe. All right?
I understand.
Because the price is going to be using it as a support at that moment. Then I'm going to be buying and targeting this other block here, right? Which I know is going to mitigate, and then before it starts falling, if it wants to fall. But anything that makes it break above this, then it's going to still want to go up more before anything. Maybe up to this point, I don't know. But I don't think so. I don't think it's going to break this area. If at most, if it doesn't start falling down from here, which is what we are seeing as a retest of head and shoulder. If we go to a 4-hour time frame or 8-hour time frame, we are going to see it better.
Hello, Prof.
Yeah, I can hear you. So
yeah, I'm looking at the fact that USD currency is currently very strong. When you look at it across all the other peers, you see that the US dollar is very strong. And very so I'm expecting that this US card will, go up until, we see the dollar weakening.
That's fact. But the thing there is that, as technical analysts, we must always go with what we are seeing on the chart.
Okay.
So me, I would not be telling the market what I'm expecting it to do. I'll only be doing whatever the market is doing at a particular time. I'll only be following it. So that is why I will always give myself that how do they speak that English? Like, I don't want to be rigid. I want to be very flexible with the market, in the sense that if it's going to be buy, I will buy. If it's going to be sell, I will sell. Now I'm going to only be laying out things that will make me to buy and things that will make me to sell. I think that's how you analyze the market. Like when you're analyzing the market, you be like, okay, if something like this happens, I'm gonna sell. If this happens, I'm gonna buy. Now you're waiting for the market on both sides. It's either a buy or a sell, right? That way you don't even FOMO into the market, because if market doesn't do what you, like I said last week, you don't tell the market what to do, but you tell yourself what you want to do. You get the point? Market will do 100 things, but out of that 100 things, how many of those things that market is doing do you want to, take advantage of? That is really how I think you trade, because that's how you become disciplined. When you say, okay, if this thing happens, if this happens, then I'm going to be doing this. But if it doesn't happen and this other one happens, then I'm going to be doing this. That way you are waiting for the market at both ends. So you can't be rigid or stereotypical, like you must buy or you must sell. Like I've already said it, I cannot FOMO into this market. And looking at it, yes, the market from the monthly time frame is what? Bearish. It's looking very bearish. Everybody have seen it. DXY is very bullish. Everybody knows dollar has been very strong. Now, how do you avoid being faked into a stupid trade? Now, there's a bullish momentum here, but is on the lower time frame, as opposed to what is on the higher time frame, which is the monthly and weekly time frame. So there's a bullish momentum, and DXY is still very bullish. So I now decided that, okay, once this area, because of my understanding of candles, once this area is taken out, I am going to buy from here to here. Taking out, that's all I know. If the market wants to drop, let it start dropping. But I didn't say I will sell from here to here. Why? Why am I not selling from here? Because I believe that there's a kind of bullish momentum that's in the market right now that might push market away from this place. All right, this is actually a setup for a sell. This is actually a setup for a sell, because this is another block and these are drops. But this price action is not so sweet for me, because most times I would want to see the drop being very massive to show that there's a bearish momentum, but there's not much of bearish momentum. Look at the bullish candle. Look at how sweet the candles are. So those are the things you read into you actually read the market anatomy. Like, it's not just what is in textbook. You understand? So looking at the way the market drops and looking at the way it's more like there's a lot of bullish momentum here. So I would want to trade a buy here or wait for it. If I want to sell, I don't want to sell here. Let it trade below this trend line. This trend line is weekly trend line and is a flag. We saw it now. Let it break the flag. I mean, you have a lot of tips once that flag is broken, as in there's a lot of benefits. Once this flag is broken, there's a lot of benefits. Like, just imagine you cash entry around there. It's a free fall. So why would I look for sell in between this place when I'm not sure of what's going to happen? It's pointless. So I'm going to be only looking for buy above here to buy, and then I'll look for sell here. But if price action changes maybe within the week, then we can still see another area that you probably look for a sell. But for me, this is the best area. Once this guy is taken out, this is the best sell position for me to sell for a long time. And when you enter this type of trade, you can hold it for as long as 2, 3, 4 weeks. I mean, yeah. I hope we get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which other pair am I looking at? AED card. AED card did us very well last week, but it was playing with our hearts. AED card was just playing with our hearts. Okay, we caught AED card entry. It was a very sniper entry though. This guy, That was last 2 weeks, and then we held up until last week for a 1 to 22 weeks to reward. But I put that at 1 to 14 weeks to reward because I saw area that it was going to retrace from. Yeah, this was the area I saw. This was actually my second take profit. It's meant to be here. My first take profit was here. My second take profit is meant to be here. I was meant to hold it until it gets to this point, but I closed all position here on Thursday because this guy was just joking with somebody. He spiked anyhow here. Although I had an entry here before this spike, which took me out. But when I woke up, I re-entered the trade again anyway. So yeah, plus one I held from this area. It was overall profitable, just that it was too messy at this area. It was very messy. So what I'm looking
because
at,
you were trading against the normal trend. Is that why it's that messy?
let's go to that. Are you saying that the sell was against the trend? Because
I'm asking. I don't know. I'm asking.
no, it was only reacting. Action and reaction equal and opposite. That is what I know it was just doing because those areas, let me show you those areas. Those areas were just areas of importance in the market. Like this is another block. It took out this area. So price definitely wants to react to this area, right? When he first tapped into it, which is this, there was news release. And news release, anytime news release happens and it goes with a structure, and a higher time frame structure, it will always react to that structure massive. So this is another block. Our price was around here when the news came out that morning, 5 a.m. And this was a spike. It reacted to this guy and started coming back down again. And eventually mitigated the other block, which caused all this move around here. And finally, I was looking at this because this is kind of a very massive rejection. On 15 minutes time frame, it was a very good other block that smart money traders would use to buy. So that was why I pulled out the sell. And eventually, price reacted here. And when the news came out again, the USD news, and USD news also affected. I don't even know how USD news affected AED card, but it happened when the news came out. That was when this spike occurred. So that was just it. And I'm also expecting it to react on this one. In fact, I expect it to keep reacting until it breaks this zone. But on breaking this zone, we are going to sell it. So I'm not going to do anything with this peg at all until this area is taken out.
Sorry, is that an engulfing candle I saw on a monthly time frame?
Let's just go there. Look at bearish.
Recently.
Okay,
like
this
2 months ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Engulfer. Oh, bearish engulfer.
That's a break and retest of your zone. That means it's coming to the next zone then.
It's a sell now. That's what I'm saying. That this is a pure sell. We analyzed it 3 weeks ago. That was when we analyzed it.
Okay, I've not been around.
That's why we got the 1 to 22 reward. But the guy is just playing with our edge. TJ, you held it now. Guy was just
yes, I did.
It was just playing around.
I was also surprised. I was also surprised to see that news affected it, to be honest.
Yes, as in I don't even understand. But the guy was just playing around.
But it's the Canadian news that affected it.
No, the
There was
NFP.
not Canadian news that afternoon. That was on Friday.
NFP affected it.
Like I didn't really get, well, it happened, but it's okay.
Sorry, while you were holding, did you trail your stop loss?
the thing is that this one I entered here, this particular one I entered here from this litigation, I only took profit and broke even. I did not trail stop loss. So
I did trail stop loss actually.
No, when he broke this zone, I entered and put stop loss here. That was when the news came the following morning and took me out of stop. Then I not entered again, right? So I actually wanted to hit my second take profit before I would trust.
You're on monthly time frame. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. But I think you anybody that traded it understood what I'm saying. Like this was the
Yes.
This was the first entry, all right? When it came down to this place, I took my first profit. Okay. But I did not just stop, but I entered another trade here because this was a break of this area. I entered another trade around here, and my stop loss was here. So I woke up and saw that the news took me out, right? So I waited. Later on that day, I entered off of this area and held it until this point where I closed the position. That was just what I did. So, normally, if I have what I actually learned is it's good to always have 3 take profit areas. That way you don't just throw stop anyhow. So when you take your first take profit, you break even. When you take the second take profit, you throw stop. Then your third, all positions are closed. So that's
Sorry, how is that done? Does it mean you open 3 positions at the same time?
Which was what I did. When I take the first profit, I had to break even. It was a very sniper entry, like it was just a tap, and the team fell. So I had to just break even. Even before I took profit, I already broke it because I knew it was just going to get there. There was no need of leaving it open. So I took this profit, break it. It was all just on break even. Then when it broke this zone, I entered. Then I was taken out, but I re-entered again. But the original 2 positions I had on break even were not taken out. It was when I scaled in. Because normally, even if I entered positions, I will always like to scale in. When the market is providing you opportunity to enter, no, you can still enter more. There's no harm in that. Like, I mean, it's your luck. So I entered, but that one took me out. But I re-entered just to gain back the money I lost here. So I held on to this point. That was just. So we are going to be looking for sales here. I couldn't just keep holding. I don't know, but this entry was actually the best entry to hold the trade until it goes down. For some reasons, I couldn't keep holding. So I just had to close out. So I will enter again here. Once this area is taken out, I'll enter because as you can see, it's obvious on the monthly time frame that we are on a very nice sell. Like look at it. This is a bearish reversal candle. Easy move. And then we took out a major level. We tested it so many times, coming back again to test here. If I go to weekly time frame, I'll see, I think I'm supposed to see another block that is being tested. All right, so if we check, this is it. Like I said, this is another block that is good. So yeah, and the other block triggered this move, which took out this area. So we started having all this, and it's more like you could have seen that. Yeah. All right. So I just believe that price is going to go down. there's a lot of reasons for price to go down. So once you break here, you take it down to this point. So let's get ready. If it doesn't happen, like what I was saying, I said it's just very nice that when you analyze your trade, you don't have to be analyzing the market every single day. Like analyze the trade like the weekend. Set out the things you want to do. You can write them down on your book. Like even if it's just two trades that are very nice that you take for that week, man, I think that's enough. The only thing you should be doing is make sure to connect your account on my FX book and probably get a prop firm. Sometimes prop firm sometimes can make you feel like you don't know how to trade. Because of
prop firms can what? What did you say?
I said sometimes prop firm can make you feel like you don't know how to trade. Let me just say that categorically. But if you have a very good trading plan, you can always just put money in your accounts and be consistent with your trading method, and you get investors. Is for me, from what I have noticed, I think it's better to get investors, even if it is $10,000 kind of to trade for investors than trading for prop firm to an extent, because prop firm will give you $100,000. It's more like it's just $10,000 that you're trading. And the limitation is still there. So it doesn't, and when you are trading $10,000, you're supposed to be risking 1 to 3% of your account as a good trader. But you are risking 10% actually, because when you are risking $1,000, thinking you are risking 1%, you're actually risking 10% because what's available to you is $10,000. So just check it. Prop firm is not that easy, it's not that simple. And that's why you can have a bogus amount. That's just number. If you have $100,000 account of prop firm, just know that it's $10,000 that you're taking. 100,000. So, but if you have investors, you know that's okay. This is how you apply your trade. This is how you do it. I think that would enable you to even have more flexibility. Trade better. So this guy, once he's taken out, then we are going to go down. For this week, if I see up to 2 good trades, I think I'm okay. As long as those are 2 profitable trades. So like that, what Will used to tell us, he said that Forex should be an investment vehicle. It's not something that you're killing yourself into every single time. Like less is more. You don't have to be trading every time you trade, not every move. Like sometimes I did tell me because there are a lot of moves. Like on Friday that I didn't trade. I just missed GU. I didn't open any other pair. I was only on GU. Right? If I had opened other pairs, I would have seen that okay. Somebody was not bringing my attention. It was not like there were lots of moves today. My mind, I'll say, I beg, we have seen all these things before. Where did they get us to? So the thing there in trading is discipline. I cannot trade because people are trading. I only trade my plan. I only trade what I've decided to trade. It doesn't matter what people are doing. It doesn't matter what they are trading. My own is what I've decided to do. That's what I would do. Because in the past, we have followed people and we did not get to anywhere. So it's better for us to just follow our instinct, do what we want to do by ourselves, and get results. And people will always hype. When you come to public platform, people will post results. Let me just tell you the truth, 90% of those results are fake. That's facts. Because some persons are just doing notice me because they will not, they only know how to post their profits, not even their analysis. I think it's only in this mastery course that I think people are a bit honest by posting their analysis and all of that. But in so many platforms, what you be seeing is profit, profit. How did you even make this profit?
I swear.
How
You'll
did
be
you
seeing
make
blues.
so,
How did you make the blues? I don't know.
and they will be putting you under unnecessary pressure, like, man, what are you doing? All this kind of stuff. You'll be seeing thousands of dollars. All those
That's
things
why I
are
stay
just
out of those groups sometimes.
I deleted all those groups. Like, I'm like, oh no, I'm tired of being confused, I beg.
telling you, Forex is not like that.
You will see someone flip $50 to $1,000. As in, like, how? I don't understand.
The thing is that, yes, it's possible to take $50 to $1,000, but how did you, what was your analysis? How did you take that trade? Because you can't just flip it once, you are scaling it in.
Wait, $50 to 1,000 just in 10 minutes. Like, how? It's
in 10 minutes, I don't think that's possible because you have to scale it in because of, well, because of what are they calling it? Your listen. Somebody imagine. So you have to scale it in. You can't enter. You can't take $50 to $1,000 that like that. No. You enter maybe some sort of lot size that the $50 can hold.
carrying
And
it.
then
Yeah.
as the money is going, as the equity is increasing, you are scaling it. That's how you can do it.
Seriously, the magic is too much for me. I exist like
and you
I
need the
remove
market
myself
to
from
really move. You need the market to really move in a very good thing to make that kind of money. Like what I'm saying, people, I mean hundreds of people, maybe 100, 200, 300 pips. To do
and
that.
market cannot go direct to hit your TP. It must move in
There
waves.
must be some waves. So it's those people, some of them are editing now. There's an app they used to edit. I know those stuff.
Wow. So what was the again? Like what did they profit from all this?
So
all this kind of
now, so that you can come and pay them. So that they'll say that they are teaching you.
Wow.
Some of them should deceive you so that you can invest in them, so that they'll scam you. They can tell you that they want to trade for you. They'll take your money and run away. So
wow.
That's just what it is. Then maybe you pay them to teach you, and then they teach you Dagon, the same thing that you will see on YouTube. And you end up not learning anything. So
wow.
In Forex, there's a lot of scam. Like it's very few people that are profitable. What they tell you that it's only about 3 to 5% of traders that are profitable. You think it's joke?
Oh, God help us.
It's not joke. A lot of persons are not profitable. A lot of persons are gamblers. So they gamble. There was a guy that even said it's like he was actually doing exact stuff. He will put $100,000 and they will try to turn it into $1 million. And then you can do that up to 5 times before you can actually get it. So that's gambling. And that's his own way of trading. And he does it once in a week.
Prof, can you check
your voice is oscillating. Your voice is oscillating, Prof. If you please adjust your mic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, very well.
Okay. So let's be looking at this trade, but I feel this trade is going to delay a bit. But if it doesn't delay, we might start selling this week. If not, it might be next week. So yeah, trades now, what I'm going to be saying are trades I'll be looking to trade this week. All right. AUD NZD for me is off the book for now. So So trade I'll be looking to trade this week. If this guy permits me, I'm going to be doing a short sell, very short sell. That's if it permits me. But I would love it to retrace to this point. But if it doesn't, just testing here and I'll find entry to come down to this point. That's what I'll be looking out for this week. Then for gold, looking at what is happening on gold, I'll prefer to reanalyze gold later because I don't think I want to start buying now, except I see this area filled up and then start going back again. That's when I want to buy. But for now, I don't think I want to buy. After all, gold is majorly sell on a higher time frame. So, like I said, but if gold comes to violate this area, I will sell. I will sell down to this psychological level. That's it. USD card, we've already said that. The truth is, yes, of a truth, this is looking very, very much so, but the price action is not okay. So price action for sell is not okay. So I want to see it come below here before I'll sell, so that I will sell peacefully like that always. Or just after I break here and then I'll buy. If people should start looking at the oily style of trading, that guy has to wait for all the obstructions to get out of the way before he will trade.
No stress.
Yes,
but
so.
your account balance now will tell you.
And the thing is that it's still the same thing, you can still do his method with lower time frame, like waiting for it and enter. It must not necessarily enter with 4-hour time frame. You can let the 4-hour time frame get set, then refine it to 15 minutes and still enter it. The only thing is that your account is not too big, that if you are trading like him, in a year, you might be trading only maybe 6 to 7 times.
Wow, no stress. The guy no like stress at all.
That 6 to 7 times cannot do anything for you now. It's your small account size.
With my small accounts, I swear.
He trades millions of dollars. So he already told us that he has made enough money this year. I mean, just imagine. Somebody like that.
Hello, Prof.
May not want to trade again. Yes?
I'm wondering if you can put the fib levels on this US card. Let's see where it is.
Obviously, it's on Willie's zone now. Can't you see it? Obviously, this is Willie's zone. Your sell is looking sell now. Okay. This is Willie's zone. I mean, okay, it has not gotten into it, but yeah, it's at 50% retracement. So it's going to get into the release zone. Are we here?
Yeah.
It's going to get into the release zone and probably return. And yeah, that's it.
Prof, can you check GJ, please?
We have done GJ, we have checked it too.
Really?
In the beginning, no?
Yes. As in
I
GJ
came
was
late.
the second.
Wow.
I'm looking at this guy. Okay, there's a bit of imbalance here. There's a bit of imbalance. And you can, smart money traders can still sell this. For me, if I want to sell it, I will use smart money method to sell it. I cannot want to just sell it based on head and shoulder and the retracement. If smart money method tells me that I can sell, then I will sell from here. The only way I will have to be selling is that based on this is 4-hourly time frame, I want this guy to mitigate this other block here completely. Once this other block is completely mitigated, Then I want to see a break of structure on the 5 minutes time frame. Then I'll use 5 minutes to enter a sell. So once I see a break of structure and then massive imbalance, my students can relate. TJ, you can relate, right? Massive imbalance. Then I will jump in for a sell. That is the only thing that will make me sell. And that sell, I won't hold it for long because smart money will always give you good risk to reward. So with that kind of sell, 1:5. By the time it gets to this point, it's already 1:5 or even more. Then I'll get out and wait for it to break below here. Then I'll sell. Otherwise, breaking here, I'll buy. I'm not an SMC trader, I'm an hybrid trader. I trade both retail and SMC. Okay, so that's just it.
What's important is to make money.
Yes, so that's what.
Yes, so
All these things are just
that's
English.
why we are here.
All these things are just English language. GBP, JPY. I've already said it that once this guy come down to this point, give me entry, I'll enter it now. It's obvious because we broke it. You are gonna come and use it as a support, right? Apart from that, if it doesn't break it, if it breaks above here, above this zone, then you can look for entry to buy. Where are we buying to? This is the zone. I've already cited it on the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame, that's the area that I'm seeing a reaction. Yeah, this is it. You can see we are trading above this area. Above this area is actually known as what? Supply. So we are already trading above supply zone and we broke through it, we retested it. So this is a bullish thing for me. So I'll be looking at how to buy to get to this point. So it's a buy I'm looking out for this week on GJ, although there was a little sell for GJ on Friday, which I did not sell. It was an obvious sell, but I didn't sell it because I didn't want to. It was a
Which area are you looking to buy from?
This was
The support
an
underneath
area to sell. This is an origin block, right? Dorothy, are you the one talking?
It was me, yes. Can you hear me?
I know you traded it. So,
I'm in a sell.
Okay, you are still holding your sell, right?
I'm in a sell, yeah. But thinking of coming out around, you're
coming out around here, right?
That's possibly, yes, possibly.
Yeah, I think so. So
with my small coins,
So this actually is for smart money traders. This would have been a very nice sell. Like this other block, it came back, mitigated this. We had this massive imbalance, which I took out my profits from here once the imbalance was fixed. So it mitigated the other block entirely and gave us a very small drop. Remember when TJ, you and Dorothy were asking that you missed the buy. I was telling you that you can't buy again. You will only be looking for a sell. All right. So yeah, and eventually the sell happened on Friday. So this was how you would have entered using smart money concept. Look at how it traded down. It broke the structure. Now you are going to now look for your area that is respect. This guy is an area you would have looked for entry. Set your entry area, and then your stop loss above the mitigation. All right. TJ, I always tell you that it's good to put your stop loss above the mitigation so that you can just relax. So, but for some persons, they'll put their stop loss above this other block. And then they'll prefer that when they are taking out, they will re-enter again because they still have this origin block here. So you can make entry here and then make another entry here if it takes you out. So that's just it. It dropped before this price will even drop from here to here. That's if you took the trade from here, you would have made enough profit to get out of the trade. So
Yeah.
smart money calls. Anytime I use smart money to enter a trade, I don't like staying long because I mean any reaction can still take it out. Smart money is sweeter with lower time frame though. I don't know because the trade doesn't really take time to complete to give you enough profit. And I always target 1 to 5.
Okay.
So this one now is come down here, then I'm going to take it. This one is not the smart money. This one is everybody knows how to take this type of trade. Okay. Gotta take it and go up. But it might still break it. If it breaks, it's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of matter is this?
Could go further down still.
If it breaks it, then give me I'll trade it zone to zone. What's my business? It breaks it and I'm gonna draw my zone. I'll know that I'm trading from here down to this breaker block. Remember, this is a breaker block, so
Kind of.
I react to it.
What kind of tangle is this?
Yeah. Anyhow, the market bring and come give us. We go follow them like that. That's how it is. Anywhere, any direction the market is going, we'll find a way to join the market. If you cannot see a way to join the market, leave it. That's where your knowledge ends. It's true now. If you can't find your reason to take a trade, then leave it. That's where your knowledge ends. Maybe you should go and get more knowledge so that you can know more to enter.
The market is dropping, catch the momentum, bang.
Some persons will be like, oh, this thing is dropping too fast, it's dropping.
Yeah.
As soon as you enter here,
and then it goes up.
Take it. And you are holding your heart in your hand.
I've been there.
Anyway, we are done. BTC is an obvious sell for me. Once I see this guy taking out, man, this is a weekly trend line.
Yeah.
So
BTC of $7. Oh,
look at it.
It already
it's going to take out this trend line.
I put in a 1 hour myself just to see it more clearly. It's already retraced.
And we are heading down to this 90K.
Yeah.
Which is look at this breaker block here.
Wow.
So and we have some imbalance here too that is going to
look at the imbalance. It's so much.
So
that's the thing. That's why. Free falling.
Yeah, free falling. Once you take out this trend line, it's free falling.
Yeah.
Remember, your confidence should be that we had a daily range, like a very massive daily range. You can know how the falling is going to be. So, which means it was a strong
blood.
It was a very big fight between the sellers and buyers.
Yeah.
I mean,
1 month.
Took time.
1 month. Yeah, 1 month, isn't it?
1 month. That's 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So, looking at this now, once this guy is taking out, pre-sell, just sell, enjoy yourself.
All right. Look out below.
Okay.
Look out
below. You can
below.
just go to Binance, open up your trade. You can even use $50 and open up trade.
Nice.
20x
nice
leverage. Hold it there.
With this one, you can flip $50 to 1,000. I beat 10,000.
Yeah.
No,
you don't even need
no.
finance. You can do it on your broker, no?
If the leverage is too much, the thing is, if the leverage is too much and there's a massive pullback,
yeah.
So you have to use good leverage. For you to do that, that means you have to use 100x or 50x leverage, which is not really advisable for $50. If you use $50 to enter this trade, you possibly are sure of making $500. That's what I know.
Lovely.
Wow. That's cool.
Let's cook one good stew. Let's stay there.
So the best way to trade this, just use Binance, KuCoin. Don't trade it on broker platform. You will not enjoy
it. Okay.
You won't enjoy trading crypto with brokers.
You know what? I'm thinking of putting a tiny position. like, you know, 0.001
0.01.
something. Yeah. But I have to get it at the right space, at the right place, and just let it ride
Tomorrow,
down.
I'm going to be looking to enter this on Binance. I'm going to be,
Okay.
once there's a break of this trend line, close below the trend line, yeah, I'm going to be set. I don't need a retest because there's a lot of indication here already. For this guy to close below trend line, I'm already selling.
Hey, I need to get money back from my broker. Yeah, he took too much money from me.
So that's it. So you have BTC to trade if you want to trade. You have which other pair?
What do you
You have GBP to trade. USD card, we have not decided. Me, it's a personal something I'm doing here. I'm not telling anybody to come around. It's a personal something. Let me bear my risk by myself. I don't ask anybody so that nobody will blame me. So,
tell us now, tell us.
AED card, this pay might be a bit slow, but if it's fast enough, by Wednesday, Thursday, we might be selling. So, yeah, gold, I'll be leaving gold alone for now.
Gold is crazy, huh?
I'll be leaving it alone.
Gold is crazy.
GU is the only trade I'm looking at. Probably it might give entry tomorrow. Yeah.
To further downside or what?
Further downside, not the buy.
Yeah. I know.
Further downside. If it gives you entry to keep buying, if you retest this line, just go and cut a line here.
No.
If you retest it on the 4-hourly time frame, you can find entry and sell. Keep selling.
No, yeah.
It has violated this area, so it's very possible. It's 70 to 80% probability that it's going to get done.
Okay.
Even though I already said that you can experience a pullback up to this point, and then if from here it will start falling, but I would prefer it to back. That would be best. That would be a better trade. Like it will give you more pips, and better entry. You understand? So you sell from here and down.
If it goes back, if it doesn't go back, you miss it.
If it doesn't go back, I think it will retest this line. Once you retest this line, which is
definitely that one. I think
you can still sell it. Okay. That's what it calls on to some. They can retest. So. That's it for today.
Okay.
There's nothing else to do here.
Thank you very much.
For those that love Euro USD, I don't know. Euro USD, I've removed it from the pair that I trade. The correlation of GBP USD.
When should we expect the video or the recording?
I might post it before they break. Last week I posted the same day now.
Okay. Yeah, I missed the beginning, so I need to rewatch everything anyway. Personally.
But this guy gave you people a lot of money on Friday.
Which one? Yeah. Oh yeah. Look. Yeah. Chat. That one.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
I'll post the video and then drop the link.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Want to rewatch it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Later.